I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. So, as you guys know, I've tried to expose this guy in a few other videos. A few people, I should say, have tried exposing this guy, and they're trying to expose him doctrinationally or doctrinal, I guess you would say. And you're gonna find a lot of errors. You're gonna have a hard time fighting this guy doctrinally because a lot of his doctrine is sound, and some of it isn't. But I don't think that that's where we should be trying to expose him because, um, you know, different people can have different interpretations and different things. So about scriptures and things like that. As long as we're reading the King James Bible, um, and we have a personal relationship with Jesus, and we have a changed life, and we're born again. Um, you know, okay. So, anyways, I want to expose this guy, born again Bryan. Like I said, I personally have given this man over $600 of my hard-earned money that I'll never get back. Foolishly, like I said, I tried to support this man. As a Christian, I believe that we are supposed to support fellow people that are putting out truth, putting out knowledge. I'm not a rich man by any means. I'm poor. I struggle. I drive an old beat up car. Got lots of housework that I need to be doing at my house. And instead of putting that $600 into those things, which is I should have done. I don't, I donated it to Brian, trying to help his ministry, trying to help him put out fruit. This man got over $40,000, donated to him last year on um, what do you call it? GoFundMe.com alone. We don't even know what his website's brung in or what he's gotten in PayPal. As you can see, he's got a direct link to his PayPal. Okay, and he said out of his own mouth that that's where most of his money comes. So he got kicked off of YouTube, okay, and then went to Rumble, decided that he wasn't going to make as much money, seeing that off-grid seminar was kind of popping off, so he decided to jump on board. Now, I want you guys to understand that he's controlled opposition, okay? I believe he's a Jesuit. His wife is and her family are all Jesuits, chain Jesuits, trained Jesuits, high-ranking Jesuits out of her own mouth, Jesuits and Masons, and the apple don't fall far from the tree, and Jesuits married Jesuits, so she wouldn't have married Bryan if Bryan wasn't a deceiver. So, and he lives off. He's a parasite. He lives off your donations. Bryan doesn't help any other people. It's not like he, sees someone like me trying to put the word out and says, "Hey, I'll support you. I'll become a Patreon. I'll give you $3. I see you're trying to do the Lord's work." No, he's a selfish, greedy parasite. He wants you to go work and give him all his donations. He wants to complain that he can't be on YouTube and give all his sermons away. Yet he got over $40,000 in donations alone. Okay, that's more than most people that get that work a full-time job. So that's ridiculous. You're working a full-time job. You should absolutely be um, putting fruit out. You should be putting knowledge out on YouTube 24/7. You shouldn't be charging for it. People are already paying you through donations and everything else. So this is crazy. So we're gonna get started. Okay, as you guys can see, the wine press. This is Bryan Dinglinger's Born Again Barbarian, King James Video Ministries, and his channel right here, The Wine Press, Jacob M. Whoever, I'm not sure, but it's the only person besides himself that Bryan um, pushes or whatever, that Bryan, um, you know, brings people to. He's the only preacher, only other Christian, I guess, that Bryan thinks is a Christian. But I'm going to tell you that they're either family or they're working in it together. So right here, you can clearly see they're doing a live stream together, right? Well, look what you have right here. Look at the so-called thumbnail. Look what he's doing, covering his eye, covering his one eye right there. And what do we see? Who do we see do that all the time? The one-eyed symbolism. The celebrities, right? We know that's a Luciferian. Um, let's pop this up. It's gonna. Sorry. Sometimes when you put the truth out, Google seems to know about it, and they slow your computer down for some reason. I have the fastest internet that Xfinity offers, but anyways, look. So you guys see all the one-eyed symbolism. It's you think it's by coincidence that little Jake, so-called preacher Jake, is doing the exact same pose with his new book, right? Like this little kid, okay, this little kid who's got no life experience is going to teach you about the Bible, okay? Now we're going to keep moving. And like I said, I believe that he's family to Bryan, right? That's what I believe. But anyways, So we're gonna click this right here, this little satanic, what do you call it? And wow, it changed. I watched this thing like 10 times, or not watched it, but I clicked it like 10 times because it was at 999 views, and I kept clicking it trying to see if it would change, and it wouldn't change. So I really thought that was odd. Anyways, I want to show you guys right here. And this guy's a terrible preacher. He's a terrible talker. The fact that Bryan would pick this guy of all people would have to show that they're family, because this guy cannot preach, he cannot talk, he's a very poor speaker. So you see right here, he's got the two hexagrams, right? We know that's not the Star of David. We know that that's the satanic. That's a very, very old spell casting symbol. It's the hexagram, right? So these people are counterfeits. Okay, that's a satanic symbol, a Masonic symbol. The hexagram, you guys all know. You can see he's got his two little pillars right here. Um, and what are those pillars? Well, to me, they look like the Freemasonic Boaz and Jation pillars in Freemasonry. And it just so happens that that's the pillars that he's got on his so-called picture. Okay, guys, as you guys can see, the pillars, the posts, okay, same thing he's got in his little picture right there. So we'll go back, same pictures, same pole, okay, same thing, guys, same exact thing that he's got going on over here. Okay, look at him trying to smile. He's got his little um, um, you see the sun worship, you see like the illumination of Helios, the rays coming out of there. Okay, you see the triangles in the background, right? The pyramids, another very, very old spell casting symbol. It looks like the all-seeing eye on this one, but not for sure. You got your um, occult writing down here. I'm not sure if that's from the rune or what that is. I haven't looked it into it. And you see, of course, he's got his Lion of Judah right there, because these guys are all Satanists. Okay, they're deceivers. They're wolves in sheep's clothing, and people need to understand this. As you guys can see, I disliked the video, and look when he put it out. 322. You think that's a coincidence? March 22nd, just like Skull and Bones. 322. Okay, these people are occultists. Okay, they're occultists. Okay, now that I've showed you him doing the one-eyed symbolism with his book. Okay, we'll go back and I'll show you that one more time in case you guys didn't see it. Like I said, this guy, and look, he's got his PayPal donation button right there, just like Bryan does.
Hello, everyone.
Unreal. And he tries to say, "Hey, brethren, hey, brethren." That should be a red flag clue number one when someone says, "Hey, brethren." Yeah, he's part of Bryan Dinglinger's cult. So there he is doing the all-seeing eye right there. You see the cover of his book where he's got the sun worship, letting you know that his God is the sun sun, not the son sun. That's why you have the illumination, the rays coming off the back of that book right there. You also, if you look into this book, you can see um, look around it, you can see the different colors, the fire and stuff like that. If you look at that, it looks like they're putting like he's flaming, burning in hell. You can just see that these people are occultists. They get to put their little symbols all over, and it's not by coincidence. So, with that said, we're gonna go to his website, okay? And just to let you guys know, like I said, they only push each other, okay? Bryan only pushes Jacob. Jacob only pushes Bryan. See, King James, KJV believers, and if you click that, and then you go to his channel, again, you have Jacob. Only Jacob with him. So now we're gonna go to his website. Let's go to his website. winepressnews.com. Like I said, and look, what's the first thing you see right here? You see the dagger, the satanic dagger he's got right up here. But look what he's got. He's got the blood drop coming out of the pyramid, the triangle right there, the Illuminati triangle with the blood drop coming out the top, right where the Lucifer's eye would be. Okay, if you turn that sideways, that would be an eyeball. These people are satanic, guys. Satanic. Okay. So I'm gonna move a little bit farther down his website, And look what this shill did. He's got the skull and crossbones, okay? He's slick with it, but it's skull and crossbones, okay? 322, Order of Death, Brotherhood of Death, okay? Now, what are the odds that this guy would team up with Bryan, and Bryan would team up with him, and Bryan and his wife aren't connected. Even though he's already said that his wife is a high level military person, family's all Jesuits, and we're just supposed to believe that she renounced all that and she has nothing to do with that. And that but yet they're not exposing it. They're not coming out with any of the truth. They're not showing you the symbols of witchcraft or none of that stuff. Okay. And then they're going to put their little fake Bible verses up here acting like they believe their satanic dagger right here, their little Thane, I think it's called Thane and dagger or whatever, but they're Satanists. That's what these guys are. And it's important that we expose these Satanists for what they are. So, um, sorry, like I said again, it seems that YouTube seems to. Let me see if I can close this out and see if that will help. I apologize. All right. So, as you guys can see, that's the same type of dagger that he had on top of there. Now he's going to try to say, "Oh, it was a sword. It's a sword. It's like the Bible says with with the Bible's your sword." No, these people are liars. Look at Bryan. Preaches, Mr. Double Standard preaches that you can't have pictures of of the Godhead, and then look at him. Got his own picture of the Bible head up or of the Godhead up here with the Antichrist right there, okay? Bible strictly forbids long hair on a man, so that's not a man. Okay, we know that Jesus wasn't white. We know that Jesus wasn't black. So we know that both of them are lies. These are lies from the liars, okay? They come in from every direction trying to deceive people, okay? Look at the sun worship right here. Okay? You see the sun just illuminating, and look who he's looking up to. He's looking up to like Lucifer, the sun worship. This is Bryan Dunglinger's own poster, okay? This video right here, he says he's a Ruckmanite. Look at all the videos. Okay? He's a cult leader, just like Peter Ruckman. Okay? All right, now let's go to their website. We're going to keep this moving, guys. I'm going to try to make this quick as possible. But again, like I said, this man is a charlatan, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay? You can see his little occult symbols up here that they're trying to put in there without having anybody know, right? They're 666, right? Bryan thinks he's slick, right? With his 666, right? With his little vines. Okay, you're not slick, Bryan. We're onto you. Okay, we see your little six, 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 and then if you want to get another six, there's another six, 666. Get your little 666 right here because you guys are occultists. You're six this way, and then look, another six this way. Of course, just by coincidence, right? But look at Bryan's hand right here. Look at his hand, people. He's doing the Baphomet, the two-finger Baphomet pose. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you. Okay? When you see them do the little hand signal, okay, the two-finger hand signal right here, that's what this is. Okay? That's exactly what Bryan's doing right there. He's doing the Baphomet. I'll show you again. Okay? Why wouldn't he put all of his fingers on there? Right? Wouldn't that make sense? Exactly. Okay, and all the way that these people are Nordic, barbarian, druid, satanic Satanists. That's what these people are. They live off your donations. Parasite, parasite. Okay, he talks about being able to take care of yourself and only relying on yourself. But yet, Bryan doesn't rely only on himself. He doesn't even rely on the Lord. He relies on donations. Again, just like everywhere else, he's got his donation button ready to go. And like I said, between his website and PayPal is where he claims that he gets most of his donations. So the $40,000 that he got last year through PayPal or through not PayPal but through GoFundMe, you guessed it. That's not even the most of it went to here, came from here, and comes from um whatchamacallit, GoFundMe. That's what this is. Okay, make a donation. wants to make sure it's in your face, make a donation, wants to act like he has a hard time struggling. Okay, this guy has a great living. Okay, he's got several properties, more than most people have. He's got several vehicles. He's got snowmobiles. He can go out ride anytime he wants. He's got several trucks to snow plow, four wheelers, all this equipment, all this wood turning stuff. I'm sure he's got generators, welders. He's probably got all this type of stuff, tools, all that you guys are paying for, right? And he claims he's got no time to go on YouTube to make stuff because he's just too busy. You know, he only can give 45 minutes a day for his off-grid seminar. He's not going to preach anymore. He just wants to give that 45 minutes so that way he can try to get some. He sees a trend growing with the off-grid ceremony, and that's what he's trying to do. This right here, right before I made my donation to him, my $600 donation, he came out with this too controversial for YouTube, and I was really upset that, and I shouldn't put it like that, but I was kind of disappointed, I guess would be the word, that I didn't get to buy it. Okay, right after I donated, like a month or two later, he came out with this, and then he started telling everybody, "And don't you dare ask if I can take a dollar less." You know, why not? Why can't you sell it for a little less? You know, why can't you? I don't need the hard drive. Why can't you make it available online where we can go get it in PDF files and pay you that way? Because you're a money grubber. You're all about money. That's why. And this is a whole sham, anyways. The whole too controversial for YouTube. Um, and of course, before you play his videos, watch what happens. An ad pops up. He claims he wasn't making no money, but he's got ads not only on his YouTube video, he's got ads on his Rumble and his website. So not only is he getting donations, not only is he getting Rumble paying
Hi,
him,
everybody.
YouTube paying him, donations, GoFundMe, a donation from the website, donations from PayPal. This man's raking it in, and he claims he can't help anybody. He claims he can't work and he can't put no truth out. This guy doesn't put any truth out. He's not even putting any Bible teachings out anymore. He's too afraid. He don't want his channel getting taken down. But what's this right here we see in the background right here? What's this amulet, Brian? What is this? Ah, Brian's got his little satanic green amulet right here hanging from the window. Kinda odd that he's just got that hanging. It's not by coincidence. Like I said, these people put their little Easter eggs in plain sight. This is for those that are in the know, is what he puts it for, okay? And you can see it's very similar to the one that he has hanging. Now his is round, so maybe a little more one would be like maybe one like this. And I'll show you again in case you guys didn't see it. He's got it hanging right here. Okay? Right there. Same, almost very similar, okay? His wife's a witch. Okay? You all know it. Time he comes out with the truth. And you can see that how he's got the ads all on everything. And look, here's the real reason. And look, of course, you got to play it. I've already watched this once because I was going to show you guys. And of course, I got to watch another ad. What a show! Claims he only made $8 off Rumbles from Blaze, but yet he's got all these ads playing on Rumble. What a liar! What a liar, guys!
If I didn't know any better, I'm beginning to think year 2020.
Watch him show his channel. So this is the real reason why he's going off-grid seminars, why he's not preaching, why he's not talking about the stuff that he used to talk about, because his channel, okay, it's the same reason why he made a video last year and said no Christian can be on YouTube. If you're a Christian and you're on YouTube, you're a lost heretic. You're not saved, this, that, and the other. This guy just thinks he's so righteous, right? And he's the only one that can judge. He's the only one that lives perfect, right? He's just such a hypocrite, such a double talker. And we're gonna go down to the bottom, and I'm gonna show you guys one more thing real quick. For those of you who say, "Oh, he don't push the wine press news," and Brother Jacob, yes, he does. For the latest news from a Bible believing standpoint, please check out this website, winepressnews.com. So I believe I'm gonna end it there. Just a shill, just a shill, and I don't want to make this video too long. Might come out with more parts exposing this guy, but just figured I would, expose this guy with his little 666s all on his website, with his little barbaric satanic hand symbol, but yeah, he wants the donations. He wants to make sure everybody don't forget about the donations. So it's time we expose this guy. Um, Videos aren't going to stop it. Brian, we're going to expose you. You are a heretic. You deny that the Bible is claims that the world is not moving, that it's stationary. You know that even in Freemasonry, they teach that the Earth is stationary. So, with that said, yeah, Brian, it's time for you to come out and tell the truth. Tell everybody the real truth that you're a Jesuit, that your wife's a witch, and that you're not real Christians. So, with that, I'm going to be out. If you guys are new here, check out my other content. Like, comment, share, subscribe. By the likes on this video will let me know if you guys want to update. You got part 2, part 3. So, with that said, I'm out, guys. Peace.